Oh, this is just a generic photo of my setup, which is a sionyx aurora with a wide-angle lens adapter slapped on it. And that's what I use at 7.5 frames per second. Now, this thing uses 7.5 frames per second. If I record for 5 minutes, it plays back at 5 minutes. It becomes a 30 frame per second movie, but how many 7.5 is going to 34? So every 4 frames are the same. It doesn't change until every 4th frame. So what I did is I recoded it from 7.5 to 30 frames per second. I have software that could do that. And it speeds it up. But all the information is there. Those 7.5 frames per second are there. It was sped up by just re-encoding it. So it made the video much shorter. So if you're looking at this video and you see some interesting stuff, then you could go to the gear icon in the lower right there and click on playback speed and pick 0.5x, and then it'll play like it originally did. And then you could check out the meteor streaks. They don't whiz by as fast. So I sped this up for brevity, and if you find it interesting, any part of it interesting, then you could go back and watch it at 0.5x. That's your decision. So the information is there. It wasn't compressed or lost or skipped. It was just recoded. That's a pretty slick trick, huh? So these were 3 files, contiguous files. I think it was originally 28 minutes and it was shrunk to like 7 minutes or something like that. And you can see the Milky Way, you can see the constellation Cygnus, you could see all sorts of strange transitory phenomena flitting around. Now, Elon Musk and his Starlink, so that's the thing, Starlink, Neuralink. Elon Musk Starlink, Elon Musk Neuralink. Starlink, Neuralink. What do you think that means? Starlink version 3 is supposed to be a data center in space run by an AI, distributed AI. So not only is it going to be beaming signals back and forth from people trying to communicate with each other. Oh, there's a nice one. It's going to maybe send you messages. You say, why did that guy push that guy in front of the train in New York City? Well, maybe he was getting a message from Starlink. Or, why does Donald Trump do the things he does? Maybe he's getting messages from Starlink. Why do you think you need a new pair of sunglasses? Maybe Starlink is telling you. I'm just saying, your cell phone could send a message to that constellation and beam it to somebody else and get a reply. So I think they could tap into your brain somehow because of Starlink, Neuralink. I think that's the direction it's going in. So, there's another fast one. That's the thing, you see a lot of fast ones. They're short and fast. And that's mostly the meteors you see. The big, brighter ones, they're much rarer. And the ones that leave trails and they look all funky and everything, they're even rarer. So I went out this night and, for like 3 hours, you see that little flash. Now, is that a lightning bug or is that something in the sky? I don't know. It's hard to tell. So what happens when do you see meteors? Oh, there was a good one. That was a great one. The thing is, they come randomly. You don't snap your fingers. I'm going to snap my fingers. That was crummy. That's better. And they magically appear. Although I had some people, that happens to them. But I notice if I don't snap my fingers, they appear. So I don't snap my fingers. So you're going to see more dim ones. You're going to see more short ones. And yes, they do come in different colors. But since this is black and white, we're not seeing that. And this machine doesn't do like vision color very well. Oh, here's another fast one. So I had to shut it off. It's all blotchy. You're seeing noise. Well, imagine those noise changing blotchy colors. There is a green mode. You could put it in green mode, just like pretending it was a real night vision device, like the ones the Army uses. But that's pretty beat too. Believe me, this black and white version is the best version. And you could do real studies with it. You want to do some science, get one of these. They're only $600 or something. I figure the more people look at the sky, the more strange things that are there's this quick one. And you can post those strange things on YouTube. So imagine you're sitting in your lawn chair and you're looking at the Milky Way and the constellation Cygnus, and you could have seen all these. But then there's going to be segments of time where you don't see next to nothing, and then your attention is going to, slag a little bit, and you may turn your head, and then that's when the meteor comes by, is when you turn your head. And then don't forget mosquitoes would be attacking you. And maybe you hear funny noise and you think it's a bear coming to a meat eater. That would be like a velociraptor or something like that. So, and then you would get scared, and then you'd be looking in the bushes instead of at the sky. So there's all sorts of, and then maybe the weather goes from hot to cold, you bring a jacket out with you, or it's just really cold, and even if you got 2 jackets on, how long could you lay in a lawn chair? And then, you're used to getting up with circadian rhythm at the same time every day. And then to do this, well, I'm not trying to talk you out of it. You should go out and look at the night sky yourself. But I know a lot of people can't do it regularly. I'm a retired gent. I do it regularly. So when I capture some strange things or a nice episode of events, I'm going to post it on YouTube. And so I got one camera pointing west, one pointing north, and one pointing east. So that's why I get too much light pollution to the south, so I gave up on that. But don't worry, there's going to be more. Or maybe worry, there's going to be more.